Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Here's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Got it. 37 to Mike 64, stop!
I can't believe they even let you play.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going, 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. You go tight. You got tight up there. Pilot, 64, weak. 21.
Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. They'll run here with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A reminder about Sunday Night Football later tonight. It's a rematch from the divisional round last year. Colts and Chiefs from Arrowhead. Then tomorrow on Monday night, the Browns and 49ers from Levi's Stadium, where the Browns already playing their third primetime game in the season's first 5 weeks. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Hey, 59, ready.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan looking in zone for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. A first down carry now for Miller. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Wide, get wide.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Ricky.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Watson. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45.
To the air yet again, Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches. And they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space. Let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Check. Tuesday. 55.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete here. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it's 2nd down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
22.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans. It's 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw again is Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 4th down, and out comes the Falcon kicker, Giorgio Tavecchio. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. They're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly, and you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble. 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
So we've hit half. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check 26.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Jeff Locke now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23.
You got nothing. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. He's coming, he's coming. Recon, 132 fighter. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, check, check. Mike 55.
To throw is Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 49 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
218, chop. Base, base. Ready to go. Watch QB drop. Watch that.
They'll throw on 1st down with Ryan. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next, the score, Falcons 24, Texans 14. Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check 50, check 50.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Watch 16, watch 16. Get that quarterback.
Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
On 1st down, Watson. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fuller. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Hey, reset. 19. 54. Mike, 54. 54. Here I come again. Go. Here I come again.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's checking.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. The quick slant caught. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal. And got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Kelvin Benjamin. his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Get in the right room. 11. 55. Check 55.
Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Hey, 59, ready. 20. Hey, pick it up, defense. 5.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
51.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Tavecchio puts this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Miller. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, let's get second.
Watson operating from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Hey, exit.
On first down, Ryan looking in zone for Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver. That'll bring up second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Check. Got it. Topper.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there. As his guys will get the football back.
That's what I do. Switch. Open the four. Check three.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10 at the 8-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. To throw on second is Watson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Just like that. Mike's 54. Mike. Not here. Quick edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They try to throw on 2nd down. But this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Falcons on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8.
21. Hey, Haywood. Go.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he fields it cleanly. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Watson with a give to Miller. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Again, it's Miller. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Target, 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 target. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Watch the run, watch the run. Boom, boom. Mike 54.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch 16. He likes to go for the sideline.
24 down, he's coming.
Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Good set. 19. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's going to look deep in zone for Hopkins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Rush in. 21. Hey, South. Smooth.
From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Check 99. Check 99. Check.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They come out here in the I. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Watson on 1st down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Freeman a first down and more, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set. 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Check. I got trick this side. We got 3.